All right, welcome back to the channel, and we're going to go ahead and give the Redcat Everest 10 a go here. So this one, I have changed the wheels and tires to the stock ones off my Losi Nightcrawler. We've got some metal hubs up front, and we've got an upgraded servo here, courtesy of the gentleman that traded me this. So these I had on hand from my Nightcrawler. We'll try the stock set a little bit later and see how it compares. But let me shut this off, button it up, and get right back on the rocks. Nope, looks like we got some lumps in the tires from sitting in the box. I will say this is a very goofy looking truck. We're gonna see if that goofy look equates to some good performance on the rocks. One thing I'm gonna say is, I don't know if you can hear that, but this thing runs so quiet and smooth compared to the worm gear setup on the Nightcrawler. Let's see if we can make it over. Oh yeah. No problem. And for a brushed entry-level truck that costs about the same as a lot of the mini crawlers, if you can get aside the weird looks of it, so far I'm pretty impressed. I think these are about, I don't know if they still make them, I'll have to look, but I think these are about $140. And you know, that's less than a lot of the mini crawlers. So, you know, you can have a big truck that doesn't cost a lot of money, and that does rock crawler things. All right, let's try this. And I mean, it modulates good, and we're running on nickel metal batteries. Oh, I think we might have got stuck. Hand of God. And this is the house I grew up in, guys. I'm at my parents' house. And these rocks are what I used to play on a lot. Whole lot of Hot Wheels came to their doom in this area. But now we're using it for RC illustration purposes. Let's go back over here again. And yeah. Whoops, I think I'm stuck. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the drivetrain, just how smooth it is. Let's see if we can get up to the top. Oh yeah. Nope. Well, we did a horseshoe move there. Let's try that again. Good, good. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but it is a 10 out of 10 for value for the money. It does hang up on that steering linkage quite a bit, but I think that's about the same problem with a lot, so can't really fault this for that. Whoa, it does have that traction roll thing I've been reading about, which doesn't bother me. It's kind of fun to watch. But yeah, you're probably not going to run a competition with this thing or anything. All right, let me shut you guys off in a second here. We're going to throw the stock wheels and tires on, see what kind of difference that makes. All right, got the stock set back on, and just for size comparison, let me pick this up so you guys can see. But yeah, these stock ones are hair taller, much wider. Let's see how the stock set does. Oh, technical difficulty. I will say it is less goofy looking with the stock set on. Still a very goofy looking truck nonetheless. Well, let's see how it does with its stock set on. There is a bit more weight to them. I think like the tread to me looks more like a bashing type of a tire, but the weight, I think there's weight in the wheels, so the wheels are a heavier material than that of the Nightcrawler. So let's see how it's going to get along with its giant monster truck tires. It does kind of seem to float over everything with them. Woo. And we are just running on a nickel metal pack. The box says this thing can take up to 3S. So if I can find the right adapter to hook a 3S up to, we might give that a shot. But so far it does okay with the nickel metal. Here we are hanging up on that servo again. Oh, okay. Looks like we're gonna get ourselves out of trouble. So yeah, I think just having the smaller tire helps in one way, but the way these kind of float over stuff kind of helps it in another, if that makes any kind of sense. But yeah, we'll get this thing back out, maybe on some better terrain for further testing. Maybe on 3S, or I don't know, maybe I'll part ways with it. We'll see. Put in the comments below if you think I should keep this, or if it's time to send it to a new home. So far, I kind of like it, but I definitely prefer the old Nightcrawler to this. Look at that. Kind of does some fun monster truck stuff. But yeah, it does perform pretty good with the other tires. I think I'd be running those more. It is interesting, but kind of need more space, and this one might need to go on to a new home. But yeah, put in the comments if you want to see a 3S test, or if it's just time to part ways with it. Thanks for watching. I'll get you guys on the next one. Oh, we got out of that. Okay, it might be a keeper. I don't know. Again, enlighten me with your comments. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate each and every one of you watching. It's Randy, Working Man's RC. We'll see if we can get up here. All right, we did. Okay. Peace.